afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kaczak, and we welcome you to Girls Lacrosse, featuring the visiting Mahwah Thunderbirds versus your Pequannock Golden Panthers. Mahwah will be entering this game with a overall record of 4-2, and they are coming off a 13-3 victory against against Rutherford. And Pequannock will be entering this game with an overall record of 5-2, coming off that victory here at home against Villa Walsh, and that was a 19-14 score. So two pretty good teams coming head to head in today's matchup. It's gonna be a good one. Also, if you did not watch the last game we broadcasted, there were 5 hat tricks in that game. That was Caitlin and Emily Zegler, Teresa Iorio, Dominique Digos, and Cam Corvo. So that was a pretty good high-scoring game right there. Not every day you get to see 5 hat tricks. opening draw will be underway shortly as we get these lineups out. And we'll go over our starting goaltenders of the game. All right, let's get underway with our starting goaltenders. For the Mahwah Thunderbirds will be number 21, Elizabeth Crames. And here we are with Pequannock's goaltender going to the crease. That will be number 19, Samantha Rosayola, entering this game with a 2-2 record and a .310 save percentage and a goals against average of 8, averaging 3.6 saves per game. Here we are getting ready for the opening draw here on TJK Network. We thank you guys for tuning in. Mahwah versus Pequannock. About to go underway. Here we are with the opening draw. Battle 4 and the Panthers win it. Caitlin Ziegler bringing this one in. Caitlin Ziegler over to Dominique Dygos. Gets it over to Teresa Iorio. Now to Cam Corvo. And now Emily Ziegler. Now to Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler with traffic in front. Emily Ziegler gets through. And we'll hand this one off to Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler looking for some room, takes the shot. She scores! Caitlin Ziegler gets Pequannock on the board, and they'll take the lead 1-0. Pequannock starting off with the lead, 1-0. Dominic Daigo's taking the draw for the Panthers. Ball knocked loose. Mahwah trying to hold on to it. They're able to get it. Now Mahwah trying to quickly respond. Mahwah entering in on the rush with a shot. And Mahwah responds, tying this game at 1. Quick on the rush with a bunch of open room. Beats Rasayola on our right side. And we're now tied at 1. Both quick goals right after their respective draws. Caitlin Ziegler wins his draw for the Panthers. Caitlin Ziegler. To Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler. To Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler with traffic in front. Hands it off to Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio tries to get it over, but that ball is knocked or brought loose. Pass intended for Sophia Teresi. And Ruby Smith now with the ball for Pequannock. Dominique Dygos now to Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler gets this one to Emily Ziegler. Ball is knocked loose. And Mahwah now with the possession. And goaltender Elizabeth Crames with it. Mahwah now bringing this one back. Mahwah setting up. And they'll take a shot. And they'll take the lead 2-1. Ball loose from the draw, and Pequannock still trying to tackle at it. And Caitlin Ziegler is able to recover the loose ball. Dominique Dygos with it. Dominique Dygos gets it over to Teresa Iorio, and now Sophia Teresi with it. Back to Iorio. Now Emily Ziegler. Now Dominique Dygos. Now Sophia Teresi. Sophia Teresi gets in front, and that one is saved by Elizabeth Crames. Mahwah taking this one back. Taking it out of their zone. To center. Mahwah looking to extend their lead by 2. 7:57 left to go in the first quarter. Rushing in front. Bunch of traffic, but it gets through, and it's in the back of the net. It is now 3-1, Mahwah Thunderbirds. Ball loose. And Pequannock trying to battle for it. And Panthers are able to get this one. But on a failed pass, this one is also brought loose. And the Mahwah Thunderbirds back with it. Mahwah back, setting up offensively. In front of the net, bunch of traffic. This one's passed over. Pequannock trying to keep their defense going, and they're able to deflect this one away, and it lands into Sam Rosaiola's stick, and Pequannock's able to get this one out. To center, Cam Corvo on it. Cam Corvo knocked over. And Cam Corvo hands this one off to Zoe Wisner. Now Sarah Robinson gets it over to Ava Heinold. And now Caitlin Zegler. Now Cam Corvo with it. Now Teresa Iorio. Back to Cam Corvo. Now Emily Zegler. Trying to pass it to Dominique Dagos. And not sure what that call was, but looks like it will be a Mahwah ball. But Mahwah looking to go right back on the offense. 5:30 left on the clock. Mahwah on the side. Pass up in front. Kiki Macri now with it. Kiki Macri hands it off. And a shot. And I believe that one went off the post right there. And was brought to right on the end of the field there. Nearly missed going out of play. Mahwah was able to hold it in. Pass. Was left loose there, but Mahwah will still hold on. Mahwah finds a way through the defense, and they'll get another. Or it looks like I spoke too soon. Guys, the whistle blue right on that play, so it will still be 3-1. That's what we're seeing on scoreboard. There's 4:08 on the clock. Looks like the officials oh, it looks like it will be credited as a goal. I don't know what took a while there on that call. So it is a goal. It will be 4-1. Blew the whistle early on that. We're right on that play, so I wasn't sure if, because it took a while for the scorekeeper to adjust it, so. But it looks like the officials will call it a goal, and it is now 4-1. Kiki Macri wins the draw. And this ball is brought into Pequannock zone, but it will go out of bounds. And now Pequannock back with it. Grace Fisher brings this one to center. It's taken back to Cam Corvo. Now Ava Heinold. Sarah Robinson bringing this one in. Sarah Robinson gets it over to Caitlin Zegler. Now Summer Cerisi taking a shot. It goes over the net. Sophia Teresi with it. Summer Cerisi. Now Dominique Digos. Now Summer Cerisi. Back with it. Now Dominique Digos. Back to Cerisi behind the net. Now Dominique Digos. Gets over to Emily Zegler. Now Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio. Gets through the traffic. Takes a shot. And that one is saved. And recovered by Elizabeth Crames. Mahwah going right back on the rush. Alexa Chervin with it. She passes this one over. Alexa Chervin back with it. And it looks like Mahwah will get a chance to set up from the whistle. 1:21 to go. Chervin takes a shot. Saved by Rosayola. Ball was loose and Rosayola recovers it. .105 on the clock. Ball taken back to Rosayola. Now handed over to Zoe Wisner. 50 seconds with less than a minute to go. It is turned over. Right back to Mahwah. And a shot. And it's another goal for the Thunderbirds with 39 to go. It is now 5-1. Let's take a look at that replay. You can see what exactly happened in that play. We'll break it down for you guys. So, of course, Mahwah, of course, was open right there. two defenders. Of course, you can't really block in girls lacrosse. But they tried to check it. They were unable to. That one was turned over there as Zoe Wisner was trying to take it out and pass it to center. Out to center. Mahwah wins his draw. Behind the net. And in front. And it makes its way back in again with 16 to go. It is now 6-1. Pequannock started off promising with getting that first goal, but Pequannock has given up 6 unanswered. 15 to go in the first. With 10 to go on the clock, Mahwah will get this ball again from a stick check that Caitlin Zegler did. 3 seconds to go. Kiki Macri with it. But the horn will sound. And that'll end off our first quarter of the game. And your score after the first, Mahwah 6, Pequannock 1. Second quarter will begin shortly. Here we are getting ready for the second quarter. Mahwah leads by 5 goals with the score of 6-1. Pequannock looking to get themselves back in the game here. Mahwah wins his draw. And they'll bring this one right back in. And that ball was picked off. Sarah Robinson taking this one through center. Now taken from Maria Iorio over to Grace Vischer. Ava Heinold bringing this one in. Now Emily Ziegler to Teresa Iorio. Gets it to Sophia Teresi. Now this ball is knocked loose. And Mahwah recovers. And they'll hand it off to Elizabeth Crames. Kiki Macri now with it. Macri taking this one through center and going into Pequannock's zone. Kiki Macri passes this one over. Now over to Chervin. Chervin. Traffic in front. Chervin gets it over to Kiki Macri. And it's a goal for Mahwah once again. Kiki Macri makes it 7-1 for the Thunderbirds. Ball loose from the draw. Recovered by Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler bringing this one in. And this one lands into the hands of Crames. And Crames tries to play it out, but Pequannock takes it back. Sarah Robinson. Over to Teresa Iorio. And she takes this one behind the net. Now over to Cam Corvo. Cam Corvo gets in front and scores! Cam Corvo gets Pequannock back in this game. It is now 7-2. Pequannock able to win this draw. Rushing in right away is Caitlin Ziegler. Now with it, Teresa Iorio. And intended pass to Sophia Teresi, and this one's picked off. And Mahwah gets it back. Ball knocked loose at Pequannock. Back with it. Emily Ziegler. Now, Teresa Iorio gets through, and she scores! Teresa Iorio, it is 7-3. Pequannock getting themselves right back into it as they have gotten themselves 2 goals in this quarter. Caitlin Ziegler wins it for Pequannock on the draw and brings this one in. Caitlin Ziegler looking to answer back quick and continue to score for Pequannock. And that pass back to Caitlin Ziegler went loose, but Ziegler recovers. 8:03 to go in the second. Cam Corva with it. Now Ava Heinold gets it over to Sophia Teresi. Now Ruby Smith behind the net. Ruby Smith trying to move it along the side. Gets it to Caitlin Ziegler. This one is checked. And this ball is knocked away free. And this ball will be Mahwah's. Elizabeth Crames with it. Crames walking out of her net. Gets it over. Battle for it. And it's knocked away, but it will still be a Thunderbirds ball. Mahwah rushing in. Mahwah taking this one slowly. Bringing it to the side. Pequannock trying to create traffic in front. Try to force a turnover. Kiki Macri was in front of the net, but Pequannock with traffic leaves her passing lane closed. This one's brought behind. Now to the side and a shot, and Mahwah gets another. Mahwah leads by 6, or excuse me, by 5. It is now 8-3. Mahwah able to win that draw. Kiki Macri rushing in. Kiki Macri takes a shot and she scores. Kiki Macri extends Mahwah's lead by even more. It is 9-3, and this will force Pequannock to take a timeout. Pequannock entering, or leaving the timeout here after taking one. Mahwah leads by 6. Pequannock wins the draw. Cam Corvo with it at center. Now Zoe Wisner. Now to Grace Vischer. Now back to Cam Corvo. Cam Corvo hands this one back to Grace Vischer. Grace Vischer entering the zone. Grace Vischer on it. Gets it over. And Pequannock. Not able to connect there. And this ball will result in a rush. And Pequannock now gets a goal and is now 9-4. Ball's loose from that draw, but Mahwah back right with it. And we'll start on offense again. Mahwah behind the net of Rasaiola. They set up in front and get the shot. And they'll get it in the net. It is now 10-4. Pequannock currently struggling with offensive zone time. Key to the game is they're going to need to win some draws and get some time on offense here. Take it slowly and hopefully get themselves back in it. Ziegler is able to win the draw. Cam Corvo bringing this one in. Now Heinold. Ava Heinold. Over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler. Gets it over to Cam Corvo. Now Caitlin Ziegler. Turns around and brings us one back to Cam Corvo. Ava Heinold now with it. Ava Heinold to Sophia Teresi. Sophia Teresi passes it over, and now Teresa Iorio with it. Caitlin Ziegler in front, and she's blocked. And now Caitlin gets a chance to set up and try to get Pequannock a goal here. Caitlin Ziegler takes a shot. It's wide. Now Ruby Smith with it. Now Teresa Iorio. Karen Corvo with it. Karen Corvo rushing in. She will not get that one there. I believe that one was just wide. As it's now behind the net, where Ruby Smith will start here on the offense. 1:53 to go on the clock. I had to take an extra look at that, as I thought that was in for a second. But Pequannock continue on the offense here. Emily Ziegler with it. Now Cam Corvo. Now Caitlin Ziegler from Ava Heinold. Now over to Emily Ziegler. Now Caitlin Ziegler. Teresa Iorio. To Ruby Smith. Tries to get it set up in front. Falls loose. And that ball makes its way towards the goaltender, Elizabeth Crames, as she recovers it. Last minute of play for the first half of this game. Crames with it. And she'll pass this one along. And Mahwah takes this one out. But Pequannock can recover. That's Zoe Wisner. But it's knocked away. But it will be a Pequannock ball from the physical contact. So Pequannock looking to respond quickly as they're running out of time. Grace Fisher gets it over to Ruby Smith. Ruby Smith gets over to Teresa Iorio, and this one is brought into the stick of Crames. 8 seconds on the clock, and Crames gets it away. And this one is taken away from the net, and that'll end off our first half of the game. And your final score, well, I should say, your score after 2 quarters, or the first half of lacrosse: Mahwah 10, Pequannock 4. We'll be going into a 5-minute intermission, but Pequannock has a lot of work to do to try to get themselves back in it here. Stay tuned for the third quarter and second half of the game. We'll see you shortly here on TJK Network. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second half of this game. Pequannock currently down with a score of 10-4. So we are going to see if there's a goaltender change. It looks like Rasayola will stay in the net, so that always raises question for some people, but Rasayola's still in for the second half of this game with the third quarter starting shortly. Pequannock looking to get themselves back in it. Here we are. Ball loose from the draw. And it will be Pequannock with the ball. Kalen Zegler with it. Kalen Zegler rushing in. Zegler over to Sarah Robinson. This one's brought behind the net to Ruby Smith. Now Emily Zegler. Cam Corvo. And that ball's loose. And recovered by Caitlin Zegler. Pass to Teresa Iorio. Now behind the net. Summer Cerisi. Now Cam Corvo with it. Cam Corvo to Caitlin Zegler. Caitlin Zegler. And that one goes wide. Pequannock still with it. Teresa Iorio gets this one in front to Ruby Smith. And that one is saved by Creams. Mahwah bringing this one in. That is it's going to be still Mahwah's ball. Mahwah taking this one behind the net. And now bringing it around. And Mahwah gets another. 11-4, Mahwah leads. Mahwah not able to win that draw as Pequannock gets it this time. And this one lands into the hands of goaltender Creams while entering the zone. Creams passes it along. Is now brought over. And Mahwah takes this one out. Mahwah in front. Blocked by traffic. Forced to take this one to the side. And Alexa Chervin, who had the ball, was knocked over. And now Mahwah with a Russian chance. Mahwah tries to take a shot. This one's off the ground and goes wide. Mahwah able to hold on to this one. And set up in front, but traffic blocking the path. Mahwah taking this one. And Kiki Macri with it as Mahwah's offense spreads apart and tries to form on the offense. Mahwah sets up and finds that open lane and gets another. 12-4. Another draw won by the Thunderbirds. And Mahwah to remain on the offense. Mahwah rushing in again. Shot is saved by Rasayola. And Pequannock recovers this one. But it's taken back by the Thunderbirds. Kiki Macri with it. She'll pass this one along over to Chervin. Alexa Chervin. Rushing in. Gets it over. And Grace Fisher able to pressure that opportunity away. Mahwah looks to regroup and set up. Brought over to Chervin for the Thunderbirds. Chervin rushing in, blocked in front. Brought around the net. And that shot is saved by Rasayola. Rasayola gets it to Zoe Wisner. Zoe Wisner. Now to Grace Fisher. Grace Fisher to Emily Zegler. And it looks like Mahwah will get this one back as Pequannock try to bring it in. Mahwah bringing this one back in. .4:33 to go in the third. Mahwah finds a way to set up. And they'll pot another one in. 13-4. Mahwah right back on the offense. And they set up and get another. And this will be the chance for Pequannock to call them a timeout in this game, as they are now down by 10. With 3:54 left in the third, Pequannock down by 10 with a score of 14-4. Coming out of the timeout. 14-4 Mahwah. Caitlin Ziegler able to win this draw for the Panthers. Or excuse me. Looks like Mahwah's able to get it back for them. Get it back for themselves, and they're back on the offense. Behind the net and around. Mahwah puts another. .308 to go in the third. It's 15-4 Mahwah. Caitlin Ziegler able to pick that one off. face off there. Excuse me, Emily Ziegler. And she'll get it to Teresa Iorio. Now Ava Heinold. Now back to Teresa Iorio. Now behind the net, Summer Cerisi. Summer Cerisi puts it right into Elizabeth Crames' stick. And Crames plays this one out. Pequannock able to initiate a check. And that ball is loose. And Emily Ziegler gets it back for the Panthers. Caitlin Ziegler with it. Gets it in. And that one is saved by Crames. And now Mahwah taking this one back with an open opportunity. And it's a goal. With 1:15 to go in the third. It is 16-4. Emily Ziegler able to get this one off the draw. Emily Ziegler bringing this one in. Gets it over to Teresa Iorio. Now Summer Cerisi. Now Teresa Iorio. Brings it around. And gets it over. Cam Corville with it. But the horn will sound, and that will end off our third quarter. And your score after the third quarter, 16 for Mahwah, 4 for Pequannock. Here we are entering our fourth final quarter. And it says 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, there we go, it's fixed. Now it says 12:20. Yep, there we go. Now it's 12 minutes. Pequannock down 16-4. Pequannock wins the draw. Kaylin Ziegler bringing this one in. Kaylin Ziegler steering through, and that ball is knocked away loose, and Mahwah takes it back. Creams with it. And she'll pass that one along. Mahwah in Pequannock's zone. As that ball is knocked away loose, and Pequannock's able to cover it at the side. Emily Ziegler with it. Emily Ziegler rushing in. Gets it over to Olivia Cribs. And that one is saved by Creams. I believe there was physical contact right there, so Cribs will get a chance right here to get one in the back of the net. And that one is saved by Creams. This one's turned right back over. And Cam Corvo with the goal for the Panthers. 16-5. Pequannock trailing. It looks like won't count. I thought that went into the back of the net, but I don't think it did, so we'll remain at 16-4. Pequannock battling for it. They're able to get this one into the back of the net. It's Sophia Teresi. And now it is 16-5 with 8:54 left in the fourth. Pequannock wins the draw. Kaylin Ziegler bringing it in. Kaylin Ziegler. And this one's knocked away, but Pequannock will remain with the ball. Kaylin Ziegler with a chance here. Gets it over to Emily Ziegler. Now Cam Corvo, as it's knocked out of her hands, but she recovers it. Cam Corvo. Over to Ava Heinold. Now Sophia Teresi. Behind the net. Olivia Cribbs. Now over to Teresa Iorio. Behind the net, Sophia Teresi gets it over to Ava Heinold. Now back to Sophia Teresi. Bringing this one around to Teresa Iorio. Set up in front to Cam Corvo. And she gets the goal. Cam Corvo makes it 16-6. Mahwah wins its draw. And we'll bring this one in. 6:05 to go in the fourth. Mahwah gets it in the net. And it's now 17-6. Battle for that one. And Pequannock wins the straw. Caitlin Ziegler bringing this one in. Caitlin Ziegler. Gets it over. Loose ball, but picked up by Sarah Robinson. Sarah Robinson over to Emily Ziegler. Ziegler. Over to Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler still with it. Now Emily Ziegler. Now Sarah Robinson back with it. Cam Corvo. Now Caitlin Ziegler steering through traffic. And that one lands in front of the net of Creams, but I believe there was some form of legal contact. So Caitlin Ziegler gets a try right here. Caitlin Ziegler takes a shot, and that one is brought away by Creams. Battle 4, Pequannock recovers. Teresa Iorio tries to pass it to Cam Corvo. And Pequannock will still remain with the ball. Cam Corvo to Emily Ziegler. And that shot is saved by Creams. Mahwah taking this one out. 3:13 to go. Mahwah on it for offense. Pequannock will get this ball back right here. Caitlin Ziegler gives it over to Grace Fisher. Grace Fisher bringing this one out. And that ball is loose right there. And I believe it just went out of bounds right there. And Mahwah will take this one back. 2-minute mark in this game. And that's another one in the back of the net right there. Mahwah makes it 18-6. Last minute of play in the fourth quarter. 18-6 Mahwah. Ball loose from the draw, and Pequannock gets it. Emily Ziegler with 35 to go on the clock. Emily Ziegler tries to get it to Olivia Cribbs. And Cribbs tries to keep it in bounds, but Mahwah back with it. And now Mahwah with the ball with 20 left on the clock. Ten to go. Mahwah trying to set up there. It's a loose ball, and Grace Fisher recovers it, but that'll end off our game. And Mahwah with a brutal 18-6 blowout victory right there. And unfortunately, that one was a tough one for Pequannock to swallow there. And that'll do it for the game here. So Pequannock will drop down to a 5-3 overall record, and Mahwah will advance to a 5-2 overall record. A pretty tough game for Pequannock, and they'll look to try to respond on Thursday when they play again, which will be against Mount Olive. That game will not be on our main station, will be on our other station due to us covering the baseball game, as Pequannock baseball will return home tomorrow and will play back-to-back on the 24th and 25th. So stay tuned for our future broadcasts here on TJK Network. Once again, your final score, 18-6 Mahwah. And that'll do it. My name is Todd Kazazek here on TJK Network. We hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.